I'm Jordan. I'm here with
AJ.
This is Eternal Wrestling. And for the first episode, we are going to be speaking about a very interesting situation in WWE. Logan Paul is going to get a title shot against Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. And although I think it's interesting, I know a lot of people are very upset. I'm kind of in the middle.
It's a good marketing decision.
It's good for money. It's very good for money. It's good for money, and to be honest, it's pretty good for entertainment as well. Because I don't think Logan is bad. I think he's fine and he can improve.
It should be an intriguing match, but like
it's he's not winning, right? There's no way he's winning.
And so I want him to win just to see the chaos.
It would be pretty funny if he did win. But it's like, for the casual fan, this is like really good. Like if I was 10, I'd be hype, you know? And if I was a Logan Paul fan, I guess I'd be pretty excited. But as a person that looks more into it for the actual story and the wrestling in itself, it's kind of odd because I don't know what they're doing with Karrion Kross. I know AJ said he's gonna feud with Drew, right?
Yeah, boring ass Killer Kross.
Yeah, and that's another, like AJ said, another loss for Drew. I don't know. I mean, I guess technically he's the biggest face in WWE. Would you say that?
Him and Cody.
Yeah. Well, I guess active, because Cody's not active at the moment.
That's true.
He's probably the biggest active face. So it's weird. I mean, I guess it's good. I don't know. WWE's weird.
Give his boring ass a big win, I guess. I don't know.
It's just, and then he loses to Roman. And what's after Crown Jewel?
I think Survivor Series.
I'm surprised Roman's even going to be at Crown Jewel, honestly.
I don't know what they're going to do for Survivor Series because he has both the belts. So like,
yeah, I don't know what to do for Survivor. I don't know what they're doing Extreme Rules either, because isn't that first?
Yeah, that's in like a few weeks.
So like I don't even know the match card for that. It's probably gonna be Killer Kross and Drew.
Give it a stipulation so it's not awful.
Yeah, hopefully Gunther has a match.
Walter.
Hopefully he does have a match that's good. As good as, probably won't be as good as the last one. So I don't know what they're doing with him now. And Bobby, I know now we're just talking about WWE. We're not even talking about that and Roman and Logan anymore. Do you think Bobby should keep the US title?
And I mean, who does he drop it to? I know him and Rollins are gonna have a match on Raw.
Yeah.
Soon, but I feel like they're just gonna keep the Matt Riddle and Rollins thing going on.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, AJ, if Bobby and Omos have another match at Extreme Rules. I really wouldn't be surprised.
Oh Jesus Christ! Don't say that.
I really wouldn't. That wouldn't shock me. I'd be like, yeah, that's a WWS thing to do.
Well, it's Triple H, and I don't think he likes Omos very much.
I don't think so either. He hasn't gotten any TV time until like the last Raw. So, yeah. I mean, I guess it's a good thing because Omos is not good.
What?
He's phenomenal. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, back to what we were originally going to talk about. I think it's fine for a placeholder, you know, just to have a match that won't be that won't affect Logan in the long term. Because if Roman were to beat someone that's, you know, a serious wrestler, it could hurt them in the process, but it won't hurt Logan. Logan Paul's still gonna be Logan Paul regardless if he wins or loses.
Yeah, it should be intriguing. It's a good money decision.
Yeah, and it'll be funny. Logan's probably gonna come out in something interesting.
Yeah.
I don't even know his theme.
And Logan's like this match with The Miz was actually pretty enjoyable. So hopefully, like Roman can.
Yeah, no, he's a good wrestler.
Yeah,
he's good.
It should be good. All right, now to AEW.
Oh, yeah.
I have the match card pulled up already. So.
You do? Perfect.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna start with Dynamite Grand Slam.
All right.
So the first match, the All Atlantic Championship is on the line as Pac defends against Orange Cassidy. Who do you got and why?
My heart wants to say Orange Cassidy just because I love the guy. But I think Pac wins. I think Pac retains. I think it's gonna be a really good match. I think it's gonna be one of the more underrated match.
They had a really good match at Revolution a few years back, so it'll be.
I think it'll be very good, but I think Pac wins and retains.
This whole card is stacked.
All
Alright,
right.
so the Women's World Championship is on the line as Toni Storm defends against Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. That's her thing. Athena and Serena Deeb in a fatal 4-way match.
I think it's obvious Tony Storm retains, right?
Yeah,
I think
it's too early. Yeah.
yeah, she's like what, like her third defense, second defense, her like first pay-per-view defense. So
Yeah.
you know, I don't see her losing. If she does somehow lose, that's pretty bad. You know, the women's division isn't the greatest already, so having your champion lose 2 weeks in, anyway, it's early. I don't see her dropping it to anybody here. Only I do see her dropping it to is either gonna be Thunder Rosa when she comes back, Jade Cargill potentially if she loses the TBS championship, drops it to somebody, or Jamie Hayter. I don't think any of these women here are gonna win it.
I would like to see Serena Deeb win it, but I believe Toni Storm will take the dub.
And if she does drop it, I'd like her to drop it against a Brit, because I think a Brit Jamie Hayter feud for the championship would be pretty good.
That doesn't really need the championship.
Yeah,
though,
yeah, no, it doesn't.
Not a lot of people like Britt Baker right now, so
yeah, I don't understand the hate for Britt Baker. Do you know why?
It's like, I guess because she's like being portrayed as like the Charlotte of AEW.
I guess I feel like no shade to Charlotte, but I think she's a little more entertaining.
Yeah, Britt
I feel like Britt Baker, like this probably isn't true, but this is how I feel from the outside looking in. Is, you know, regardless, Charlotte Flair is Charlotte Flair. Would she be the same person if her name was like Charlotte Smith? You know what I mean? Like
No.
if she was Charlotte Smith, would she still be here? You know, Britt Baker, I don't know about her family tree, but I'm assuming that she's probably doesn't have a very historical background in the wrestling industry, unlike someone's father having a lot of political power in the WWE, you know, world. So I think that differs that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I still like Britt Baker, but like I can see the hate. I can see why the hate is there.
I don't know. I like her. I feel like she's a main event person. I'm not against it. It's not like she wins. I guess she does win a lot. I don't know.
She's a reliable.
She's good
talent. Yeah. So Toni Storm for the win there.
Yes,
Toni Storm. For the both of us. All right, the World Tag Team Championships as Swerve in Our Glory, that's Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, defend against the Acclaimed, and the Acclaimed should 100% win this match here.
Definitely should win.
Like the reception they got at All Out was crazy, and that was like probably best match of the night. If not that, then number 2 to the Dark Order and Hangman versus the Elite. But
it was really good. Like I was very shocked because, you know, I love the Acclaim. We've been rocking with the Acclaim forever now, even before they were like super over.
Yeah,
we've been rocking with it because we love them, and I knew they were good entertainers, but I didn't know really. I didn't see much of them in the ring, like legitimate match. Like I've seen like matches with the Ass Boys, and it's a gimmicky match, so it's not like really serious. But this is like the first time I've seen them personally go in a match like serious, you know, like no like gimmick aside, like this is just literally a tag match, you know, no like funny thing going on. This is legit wrestling, and it was entertaining as hell. They were so over. Like I'm glad that Swerve and Keith Lee won, because I think it kind of would have stumped their growth, and I think continuing the story still works in this situation, because this is a very organic feud building. It doesn't feel forced. It just feels like this naturally happened. These people naturally found themselves in a situation, which is great. And I think to even further this story on, I think having the Acclaimed win would be great for everybody.
Yeah, the Acclaim should definitely be winning this match here. I don't really have anything else to add. You kind of hit it on the spot right there. So yeah, the Acclaimed with the win right there. That's another pick that we agree on. I feel like that'll be
it'll probably be
a
like
trend.
That.
Yeah. All right, next match, the Ring of Honor World Championship, Claudio Castagnoli versus Chris Jericho. We'll start with you. Who do you got and why?
I have Claudio just because I don't think Chris would do this to Claudio, and doesn't really make sense for Claudio to lose. But I don't think I'd be surprised if Chris won though. I feel like that's Chris Jericho. That's Chris Jericho.
I got Claudio. I don't understand why I don't understand why Jericho needs to be competing for the Ring of Honor World Title. That just doesn't seem like a Ring of Honor guy.
Yeah, no,
but like
it's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that.
I think the match should be fine.
It should be good, but like
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense for Jericho to be going after the Ring of Honor World Title.
Him versus Eddie Kingston.
That would make sense. That would probably be so much better.
I don't want to see it though, so.
You said you don't want to see it?
I don't. I'm tired of it. I'm done with them too.
Oh, you're talking about Eddie and Jericho. I thought you were talking about Claudio.
Oh, no. Claudio and Eddie would be good.
Yeah,
that'd be really good.
They have history.
Yeah, that would be really good. I'm talking about Jericho and Chris. Or no, Jericho and Chris. I'm talking about Jericho and Eddie. That's what I was talking about. That shit's awful.
Oh. Because Claudio and Eddie would actually be good. That would actually make sense, and I would want Eddie to win that.
I'd be into that.
In that case, so
I wouldn't even know who would win that, honestly, even if they went against each other.
Eddie to get his win back from all those years ago, and Chikara. I don't know if you're familiar with Chikara.
Such a nerd.
Hell yeah! This is what I live and breathe. That's why I'm bad at Mario Party. This is all I know.
All right, next one.
All right. And now the main event for Dynamite. It's the finals of the Tournament of Champions to crown the new AEW World Champion. Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. Who do you got and why?
I have Bryan Danielson just because I think that he deserves a title run. I think he has been putting in... I think he is the most underrated wrestler in AEW just because...
Underrated's kind of a... Nah, because like everyone knows
people
Bryan
know
Danielson's
he's great, but
amazing.
He's not like I feel like as a what's the word I'm trying to look for? He's not presented in AEW as like the top guy. You know what I mean? Not at least recently he hasn't been. He's been with Daniel Garcia and Jericho kind of going, and for the amount of work he's put in, not only behind the scenes but on TV as well, getting over Daniel Garcia and helping him, whether people like it or not, turning face and being willing to take an L from Jericho and Garcia. I just feel like that just shows numbers, and I think he deserves this now for the work he put in earlier with the younger talent.
Yeah,
I feel like it'd be a good story.
I feel like this could go either way. I wouldn't be mad if Moxley won, but I do want Danielson to take the win here. Because, like you said, he's like top guy material, obviously, from his work in Ring of Honor and WWE and all that. So, like, and he's a big deal. It should get more eyes on the promotion, that is. So,
definitely,
Bryan Danielson for the win here.
Yeah, and I think Bryan Danielson winning can like move this dark cloud that's kind of been hovering over AEW since All Out. Although it has gotten better, it's just, that feeling is still kind of there where it's like, something's going on in the background. I think Danielson winning would kind of, but that goes for both guys because Moxley is such an AEW, like, I feel like he's like the face of it,
Yeah.
Jon Moxley is AEW. He's the spirit. He is the number one guy right now. And he embodies what AEW is. So him winning would also do the same effect. But I just think that Jon Moxley's probably going to want to not wrestle for a little bit, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bryan Danielson takes over that kind of spot for now.
And if Moxley wins, it could continue the feud that's kind of been simmering between him and MJF. So
yeah, exactly. So either way, it works.
But that could be a non-title thing. Like that, this could be like a stepping stone for MJF to challenge Danielson. Although he does have the poker chip, but it's,
that's interesting too. I'm interested to see how they do with that poker chip.
All right, that's all for Dynamite. Now on to Rampage. It's a 2-night thing. So Sting and Darby versus the House of Black with Brody King and Buddy Matthews. Not Malachi Black because he asked for his release in a no disqualification match. What do you think, man?
I really don't know. I feel like this can go both ways. I'm pretty sure the House of Black lost their most recent match, right?
They did.
So I would not be surprised if they got their win back. Especially in a no DQ match. I think Brody King also, obviously him and Darby have this feud going on with each other. So I can see Brody King and Buddy Matthews winning. It would be kind of odd and weird. Maybe I'm probably just looking too much into it. I doubt there's any type of ill will about it, but it'd be kind of weird if Malachi just left and now they won. I don't know. But I could see Brody and Buddy win. That's what I got.
I think it'd be better if Brody and Buddy win to build them up in like the tag division if that's what they're gonna be for the future. But Sting and Darby probably is the safe pick. Yeah. So what you said? You say Brody and Buddy?
I got Brody and Buddy. Yeah.
I think that should be their name. That's funnier.
Brody and Buddy.
Brody and Buddy.
It's their face turn.
I want Brody and Buddy to win, but Sting and Darby's the safe pick, so I'm just gonna go with Sting and Darby.
Is that our first differing opinion?
I believe so.
It is.
All right. The Ring of Honor World Television Champion Samoa Joe. I don't know why I said it like that. And the TNT Champion Wardlow. In a tag match against Tony Nese and Josh Woods. So this is an easy win for Joe and Wardlow.
Easy. No, much more to
do we
say.
really need to explain
that they're gonna win?
But, yeah.
I think it's cool Joe's back though. I'm happy he's back and working consistently.
Yeah. He was filming a show.
Yeah. I know. I hated when people on Twitter were like, Joe's getting no TV time. And why would he being like, motherfucker, this dude's working.
Yeah, if you just do a quick
He's
search
fucking
on
working.
Google,
I know
you would
that,
know where he is.
I don't pay attention to what they're doing outside of the fucking wrestling world. Yeah, he's fucking working. It's not that hard. Not everything's a fucking story.
Also, I should mention, there's a lot of matches on the Rampage card, and that's because gonna be a 2-hour Rampage.
It is. It's live, isn't it, or no?
I don't think so, but. Alright, so the next match, Cool Hand Angelo Parker and my favorite wrestler, 5-star Menard, main event Menard, Daddy Magic, my favorite wrestler, against the FTW champion Hook and Action Bronson. Who do you got and why?
I think it's pretty obvious. I think Hook and Action Bronson are gonna win.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry.
My heart wants Daddy Magic to take the win, but I know Hook and Action Bronson will take the dub here.
It's going to be a funny match.
I hope Cool Hand doesn't takes the pin and not my favorite wrestler in the world. All right. Well, sorry. So Hook and Action Bronson for the win there.
Yeah.
All right. Now the next match is Ray Phoenix versus Jungle Boy, and this should be really good.
That should be really good.
Jungle Boy's been doing like the open contract as of late. He fought Jay Lethal in a match on Dynamite, and it was pretty good. And this is the second match in his like open contract thing while Christian Cage is injured and like Luchasaurus is not there.
Yeah.
So I think Jungle Boy wins this. I don't know. I don't think that's a hot take.
Yeah, no, I think Jungle Boy wins as well. It should be a very good match though. It should be very entertaining.
Yeah.
A lot of spots.
Oh my god, flip-de-doos.
Flip-de-fucking-do.
Alright, next match. Powerhouse Hobbs versus Ricky Starks in a rematch from All Out. Who do you got and why?
I got Ricky Starks. I think he gets the win. I think to go even more detail, I think it's probably going to be like some sort of submission type win, because I feel like the way they want to build Hobbs is they're not going to want him to. I don't think he wants to get pinned.
Yeah.
I don't think Hobbs is a wrestler you're going to pin. So I think Ricky Starks wins the submission. It's going to be a good match. I hope it's very story driven, if that makes sense. Like I want to see a story between the two rather than just a regular match. I think if they can pull that off, this match has a potential of being match of the night. If they can pull that off, I think it has potential.
I got my other favorite wrestler, Ricky Starks. I'm a big Ricky Starks guy.
I know, Ricky Starks is really good.
Ricky Starks gets his win back here. And maybe they have another match at maybe Full Gear.
I think they do. And they continue the story. Like I said, as long as if they can pull that off, it could be so good.
I think Ricky Starks rolls him up for the victory and like a shot.
Yeah.
All right. So the next match, TBS Championship on the I don't know if it's on the line or not. It doesn't really say.
I think so. It says defends. So.
Oh yeah, it does. You're right. Jade Cargill versus Diamante. I think this is an easy win for Jade. What do you think?
Jade will not lose. Jade will retire before she loses. I'm getting kind of tired of it, honestly.
You're getting tired of it?
I want her to lose.
Goldberg. She's
I want her to lose. Like, you know, it's cool. She's fucking huge. I like her. She's good. She's a lot of potential. But I think just for her character, she needs to fucking lose.
I thought it would be Athena to take away the title, though. But
I thought it was either gonna be Athena or Tony, but like I don't fucking know who's
Once
next.
she loses, she 100% needs to go into the women's.
Yes, definitely. As soon as that title is dropped, she needs to go to fucking world title picture and win it. I think she should win it too.
Yeah.
And I think that could be really good.
I know she was good from her Impact days, but she hasn't really done much in her time in AEW. So like Jade takes the dub here.
Yep.
And the streak will continue.
Eddie Kingston versus Sammy. I did not see this till now.
Yes, in a match that was supposed to be at All Out before Eddie got suspended. Eddie Kingston versus Sammy Guevara. I think Eddie should win here.
I think Eddie's gonna win as well. It's gonna. I don't know. I'm kind of just like weird.
Yeah,
it's cool that they're willing to work still. That's good for both parties.
It should be, if given the time, it should be entertaining. But yeah, Eddie wins here for me. The Rampage Golden Ticket Battle Royale. The winner receives a future shot at the AEW World Title.
This is my first time seeing this. I had no idea this is happening.
But we don't know how many people are actually going to be in it. So I guess of the 4 on the graphic, who do you think?
Say it again. You said Hangman. Oh, wait, I see it.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I got Hangman out of the 4.
Of the 4, yeah.
I think it'll be cool. Whether it's Hangman Mox, Hangman Danielson, that should be good.
Hangman Danielson 4, that should be good. Yeah, that was Grand Slam. That was faster than I thought it would be. Yeah, Thank you everyone for watching this first episode.
Yes, first of many. This is the beginnings.
All right. We'll see you next time for when we see you, man.
Adios.